Hey guys, what's up? This is Casey Cunningham, and I want to give you a review of an app that I'm been using for a little while, and I'm really impressed with it. So I'd like to show it to you and give you a rundown on what it is and what you can do with it. It's kind of new, I guess. At least a couple weeks. I'm sure it's a couple months old. Not quite sure how long it's been out there. I found it on XDA forums way back when it was on its alpha release. It is in beta, and you can get it onto the Play Store. And so I want to kind of show it to you and kind of show you what it does, and we'll go from there. So I've uninstalled it from my phone, so I can install it for you, so you can see kind of the installation when you put it on your phone, the things you got to go through for it and stuff. So let's see, there's a paid and a free version. It's called Floating Notifications. This is the trial. There's a paid version for $1.98. You need the free version has all the options of the paid version. The only thing is, it's a 30-day trial. After 30 days, then you can choose to whether to buy it or not. So I think that's a really cool thing, is giving you a long time to check it out and see whether or not you're going to like it, if it suits your needs or not. I do have the paid version. If you decide to buy it, you just buy the paid version. It's just an unlocker. You still need the free version on your phone for the updates and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and install it. So this is what it's going to, do. Obviously, just take a few seconds here, and then I'll go back to my home screen. Might pop up there, and then we have Android Central not working. So as you can see it, that's it right there. I'm just going to kind of move it out of the way. Click on it, open it up. First thing that you're going to see is a tutorial. Read it. It's going to help you out. You can, if you decide just to bypass it all within the settings of the app, you can go in there and redo it and watch it if you need to. And then, as you can see, it says some stuff, and then you have next. This is floating application. It will show up a pop-up, which it just showed you right there, and you can move it anywhere that you want. I'm just kind of going through this real quick. You can hide it. If you get something you don't want, you just double tap it. You tap it. Actually, I should say you tap it, and then a little notification. But if you double tap it, it goes away. Tapping the content will create that notification and remove it. You can double tap it to dismiss it. And then just a few things: app compatibility, service compatibility, app notifications. And it just runs down and talks a little bit about it. I'm just going to go ahead and go through it. As you can see, it's still there. I'm going to move it out of the way. First thing you need, so after you read all that, first thing you want to do is app notifications, and you get this up. Sorry, I'm kind of off the screen. I'm watching the phone, not the camera. Floating notification needs to be enabled on an accessibility service to be able to show information from your installed apps. Click yes. It's going to bring you to your settings menu. So you can see right there, floating notifications off. I need to turn it on, and this talks about it. It is now on, so that means it is now going to work. And then at the bottom, just hit settings, and it goes right back, and now you're ready to go. Now, you've got to set that up before in order for it to work. It's pretty painless, pretty easy. Click on that. It brings up the whole list of your apps, all your apps set. In fact, I'm just going to double tap that and get that out of my way. All your apps that you've got. So now this is where you go in, and what apps do you want to be notified for? I'm going to go through and that'll do that one. I always, you can do floating notifications. I always do floating notifications. So as you can see, I hit a check mark. Each box has got one. And right next to it, you see some lines. Let's see, can we get in there? Now, you might not know what all these things do, but here's the cool thing. If you click on it, and you long hold it, it brings up and it tells you what it does. So the first box checked it, so now it's active. The second one, checking this option will show the expanded text. So you have an expanded text that you can scroll through. I like that. I want that. The next thing is, what's that little icon? Well, let's long press it. That's it. Checking this option will stack your messages per app. So if you get 5 or 6 of your apps updating, it just kind of stacks them up on the corner here, you know, so it's kind of a cool little thing. The second thing, it's kind of a little back arrow. Click on that. Checking this option will show any action buttons you normally would see in your notifications. So you would have a reply or marked as read, or if it's an email, it would have delete and stuff. So that's what you get. I like that. Next thing is that little squares. Click on that. Checking this option will allow you to show the app icon for any notification. So in this case, that would be the icon that shows. If you want to do Flipboard, it would show that icon, so it shows the icon. The second one is like a little flashlight looking thing. This one will turn on if you have the option turned on for your lock screen, it will turn your phone on. Checking this option will turn the screen on if a notification. I don't kind of do that so much, so I don't like that. The next one is like a little pin. Long press on it. Checking this option will keep the floating notification for this app always visible. So basically, if I want this always there, it'll always be there. Even if I get a notification, I dismiss it, that will still be there. It's just kind of an app that's on your screen all the time. I don't want that for this one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my email. I usually click all of them except for the last 2. Google Plus, I'm a huge fan of. Do that. Let me get farthest back so I'm looking at my phone and not the camera. Messaging. That one I will almost always have always on. It's kind of just a quick way to get to the messaging from the lock screen or any other times. Let's see. Usually have. Did I get my Gmail? No, I didn't do it. Okay, here we go. So, and it's pretty easy. When you're done, you hit the back button. And I got something going on up there. Oh, see? Let's dismiss that. Okay, and then you can see the little thing right up there. That's my text messaging app. If I click it, it says launch messaging. If I want to launch a message, I just click in it and it opens it up. I'm going to do that. Let me just kind of make sure there's no people's names on there. Okay, so you can see it opens up my text messaging app, but it's always there. It's called the floating notification because it's always, no matter where I'm at, what screen I have open, if I'm playing a game, it's always there. First thing you see is customization. This is where it's getting kind of interesting, and I have the meerkat on here. This is where you can change some of your thing. The first thing that you see is choose a theme. Now, by default, I have a bunch of these on here. By default, you get default dark and default light. Let's do dark. All you got to do is click on it, and then I'll bring this back up, and it actually shows you. It'll bring this up little thing right here. This is what the theme looks like. So now that down there is dark, I just dismiss it away. There are a ton of these on the Play Store. That's why I have a bunch of them. Let's show you some that people have made. There's one called Bullet. So when you look at it, it kind of looks like bullets torn through your screen. Double click that away. Don't need that. And then see, as you can see, it will change your thing. Sometimes it takes a few seconds, but it will always change it. Let's do one of my favorite ones is going to be a Thunderbird. And you can see that's what it always looks like. And it changes that, and so if I double tap it away, double tap that, it changes it. So there's a lot of cool little themes that you can get, and if you see, it says get more themes, leads you right to the Play Store. There you go. You've got a lot of, they're starting to show up now. They're starting to show up. You've got a pretty decent amount to choose from, and some of them are going to be paid, and some of them are going to be free. But you've got a lot to choose from. Let's see if I can get back into the app. Nope. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to kind of move this out of my way. So, you know, kind of cool. Okay, next thing you got is icon size. If you watch this little thing, it gets bigger. See, and it got bigger. I don't ever really have mine that big. So let's just miss that. Font size, same thing. So when you bring that message up, it gets a little bit bigger. So you've got a little bit of, you know, stuff to play around with. Next thing, lines of text shown. So I have 7. So it's going to show 7 lines of text down there. I don't know. I have never really actually played with it that much. But in lines of text. Width of text. That's probably the one thing I'm still not. That's kind of new. Obviously you can change it. Go a little less. Let's see what happens. Whoops. And I'm opening up like everything. I'll move that down a little bit. See, that's probably the one thing that I'm not exactly sure. Text area, so you know that's going to change something. My apologies for not knowing too much about that. Show the 3 little dots between stacked messages. I like to do that, so when I get a few emails or something, it separates them by the 3 little dots. You go down here to animation, scroll back up. Now this is where this is going to make things look a little cleaner. Dock after a few seconds of inactivity. When it's closed, you do that, and then if you get it kind of close to the thing, you see it go back in. And now it's not going to do that if it's way over here. It's got to be, or you know, if it's got to be kind of close to the screen, and it'll dock over there. Let's move it back over here. So each time you open it, it does that, and then you close it, and it'll dock. And so you can, and then the second one is fade after a few seconds. So it's opened up. I'm done with it, and you see kind of fade. And I can change the fade occupancy to it's 50% right now, and you can do that less or more, whatever you would like. Amount of icon hidden, so if you want to see less of it or you want to see more of it. It's usually I just stick with default. It seems to work. Then you go into settings. Then you have don't show notification for the current opened app. I usually click that. So if you're in the Google Plus like I am, and you're in Google Plus and you get a message from Google Plus, it's not going to show up. It's just kind of like why, you know, if you're in email, you get an email message and you just don't want it to show up on your notification here. That's what that does. Remove the notification once the app is closed. You know, if you click on it and you read it, it'll automatically close it and move it out of the way. Close stacked after pressing an action. Remember position on restart. That's kind of a new one. Actually, I don't usually do that one. Remember position on restart. So if you restart your phone, it's always going to be in that one position. That's actually kind of a new thing. The last couple updates have there was a few times when people would restart it and it would start somewhere else. So he's updated a few times to fix that, and it seems to be. I didn't really have a problem with it. It always seemed to work. Enable blacklist is a new thing. Will stop in from being shown while in the list app. By doing that, now if I go back in this, why that's check marked, and I go into, let's go into that. As you can see, you see the little red X. So now if I'm in my Gmail app, looking at my email, and I get notifications, they won't show up as long as I'm in that. I won't even know about them. They'll still show up in the notification bar, but they won't show up. So if you have an app that you just don't want to be disturbed while you're in it at all, you do that, and then you can always just uncheck it. So that's kind of a cool little thing. It's new, and it's restarting the thing. Let's go back in there, and that was appearance. Let's go back into settings. And then it's keep FN running in the background while in a blacklist app. So it just keeps it running to make sure you're not going to... And then as soon as you get back out of that app, if you get any notifications, they'll start reappearing again. Lock screen settings. Show when locked. I like that. I like it when it's restarting the service. That's how it fixes itself. Hide notification text while locked. If you don't want people tapping on it and looking at your stuff while your screen is locked, you can check that. And advanced settings. Double tap. So when you double tap it, you can change that. Maybe you're a little slow at double tapping. It's actually, there's nothing on. I need to move it over. There we go. And that's it for that one. Actually, he just looked like he's removed something. Let me go back into settings. Yeah, he's actually removed something in the last update. He had something else in there, and it doesn't seem to be in there now. So he's removed something. I didn't know what it was anyway, so he removes things because he needs to and brings it back and stuff. Actually, I think that's about all you got to do. Go back in, and then you go into more, and then you can get in touch with them. You can rate it, and then you go back to the tutorial. It always gives you a change log. So the last thing that he's done is added blacklist, added new option for themers, added French and Czech, and updated to German, improved changelog display, sorted things by alphabetical. That's the new thing. Fixed service, not always starting on reboot. So he's fixed some things. I think this is still beta, so he's still doing things. You can do a backup and restore, and then about it talks about what version I'm on, and then you can get more from his apps. He seems to have taken it away. I've seen it pop in after an update, and then he takes it away. It's called extensions. There's no extensions in the thing. Basically what that's gonna do, and he's already shown you a few little peeps at it, is that when you're, let me move it down where you can see it, when you're in the text messaging and you get a text message, you can reply directly from floating notifications. So instead of clicking on it to open up your text messaging app and respond there, he's going to make it available to where you can respond directly from here. And I think he's got other things in mind for other apps. I don't know, but I know he's starting to work on that right now. He's already shown us a few little teasers about it, so I'm really waiting for it. And I'm not getting any notifications. I was hoping to get some notifications, but as you can see, let me get rid of this, and it's always right there, and I want it. And so when you get a notification of any kind, it's gonna stack up and pop out right there, or wherever you move it. You just tap it away. Now you will still get your notifications up here, so you'll have them here and you'll have them here. There's nothing he can do about that. Android will not let a third-party app such as floating notification dismiss the apps that are up here. So you're going to have to look at them through here or get rid of them here. Then you got to go up here and then swipe them away. I'm going to put a link to his XDA thread. Also, he's got a Google Plus community, and I think somewhere in there he talks about a link you can go to where you can ask a developer of an app to have floating notifications dismiss their notification in the notification tray up here. So that's something he can't do anything about. Just to let you know that this app is not Chatheads from Facebook. It is not Halo from Paranoid Android ROM that created Halo, which does a lot of the same things but does a whole lot more because it's for ROMs and rooted phones. So there's a lot that he can't do with this app, but he's doing a lot with it. For my phone is not rooted at all, and with the themes and stuff, there's just so much potential to it. It's an app that I'm really into right now. I am a beta tester for him on Google Plus. I'll put those links in there, and it comes up with an update for it every couple days, maybe once a week. A lot of bug fixes and that kind of stuff. And as you can see, it's always there no matter what you do. If you open your G Plus, it's always right there. But if you don't have one that's always on, then it goes away and it doesn't come back. Or it comes back. It's not just in your way like that. Let's move it up here. Or you can have it in the middle, or you can have it like that. So that's a look of floating notification. It seems like I'm about 20 minutes, so I'm right where I was hoping for. I'm going to put the links down in the comments and stuff in the box down there for you. Check it out. It's worth it. You got 30 days to try it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But he's really doing some really cool things with it, and the themes are awesome on them. Get rid of some of the stuff. I got lots of stuff. Always lots of stuff. Anyway, so let me show you the lock screen. I didn't show you that. And it's right there. And you can click on it. And sometimes when you click on it, it'll unlock your phone and go straight to it. I don't know if it's a bug, but it doesn't do it all the time. I'm thinking about 85% of the time it will unlock my phone for me, which I actually like, because that's when you tap something up here, that's what it does. I don't know if it's a bug or not. But it's not a big deal. You clip on it and unlock your phone, no biggie. So guys, if you want to know more about it, leave some comments. If not, click on the links. Check it out. It's worth it. Like I said, free for 30 days and $1.98 for an app that does awesome things, and it's only going to get better. It's still in beta, so it's still got some bugs, especially around on Samsung phones. It seems to have a lot of bugs, but again, in his thread and on Google Plus, he talks about it. About how to get around those certain kinds of bugs. It's more of a Samsung thing than his app, but it's still worth checking out. I'm using Action Launcher, so that's why every time I swipe up, that happens. As you can see, Action Launcher. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll put the links down there, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.